Modern mobile ads are infamous for either being weirdly sexual, either explicitly or pandering to certain kinks, or over the top to the point of satire. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts to Chew On, the show where the chopping block gets fleshed out. This is the weirdest case I've seen, and it's an ad for the mobile game Ever Legion. Usually, creators often blur footage that may be considered suggestive, but I'm putting something to the test here. On April 24th, 2024, Twitter user Naughty_Retzko posted a screen rip of an ad with the caption, "LOL, this ad is based!" The game's Ever Legion. This ad was posted on the cesspool that's somehow worse than Twitter, Facebook. So since the official Ever Legion account posted it, and it was on social media in general, I'm assuming it's cool to show here. Plus, YouTube is the same place where scam ads using Mr. Beast's face were abundant, on top of the other weirdo ads for mobile games. So if they slap me around, they're just proving that there's a double standard. With all of that being said, here's the ad in full.
Hurry up!
Help me!
You cannot kill me!
For the glory of the Empire!
We have returned for the taking lands.
Ever Legion. Play for free now.
I remember seeing this at work, and my mouth was on the ground. Weird kinks and borderline satire have been the MO of mobile ads for years, but this is the first time I've seen something that was pushing the line in what you see in weirdo mobile ads. Let's analyze this for a second since I'm pushing my luck here. These are two lizard men, and their bottom mashing icons are the cats with the heart eye emojis. You know they're lizard and alligator / crocodile emojis, right? Also, is this a thing you do in the game? Is this the scaly equivalent to the sex quick time event minigames from the old God of War games? Alright, I can't show that. Also, you're telling me this guard, who is a minotaur, watched these two have sex and only left after they finished? Why not just pull out the cuck chair while you're at it? Somehow, this is the perfect distraction for an escape plan because an elf, or night elf, correctly in the comment section below, opens the gate and helps them escape. They literally just had sex, but the two scaly men are ready to run into battle like it's some Newgrounds Final Fantasy parody. The elf opens the gate and the top is still humping the bigger alligator, which is insane. I'm shocked they didn't go further and have white liquid leaking out, and the punchline is that they dropped a saucer of milk. If you think that's crazy, then I direct you to the two men having sex in a manner that's similar to Right to Hell Retribution. That I can show. Then the ad shows more fan service before doing its "Get Sex 2 on the App Store, only at GameStop, power to the player" shtick. I wonder who they were really targeting other than furries, because other than the jaw-dropping "in more ways than one" intro, I don't think people are gonna play the game. Until now. Yeah, no sexy scaly men or button mashing, but it's the first game to actually make people come and go in less than a minute. This year's Marvel event of the summer is Blood Hunt, a crossover that sees the Marvel Universe go up against a nation of vampires. I haven't followed the event, it just started the other week, and I haven't even read the lead up to it. So the idea of going to this event was slim to none. If you want me to cover Blood Hunt, let me know in the comment section below. But I forgot that when there are vampires, werewolves aren't that far behind, because two tie-ins of the event featured two prominent werewolves in the Marvel Universe, that being Werewolf by Night and Man-Wolf. Werewolf by Night being a part of the event is expected because of vampires versus werewolves, but ever since his MCU introduction, he hasn't had a series himself and has been relegated to one-shots and guest appearances. This is antithetical to Marvel promoting MCU synergy by releasing a mini-series or ongoing series to tie into an MCU project, i.e. the US Agent and Falcon and Winter Soldier books that were meant to tie into the Disney Plus series of the same name. Unlike Spider-Man and Wolverine, his Bloodshot tie-in is a one-shot. I don't know if he'll make more of an appearance in the main event proper, but it sucks that as of now, it seems that he's being used for a hot second before being put away into the toy box. The cover by David Paratore is really cool though and would make a great t-shirt or poster. Either way, I'm looking forward to checking it out when it comes out on July 3rd of this year. The next tie-in miniseries is Blood Hunters issues 1 through 4, and the first issue features the Werewolf. His appearance in this event makes sense because he's been used recently to do weird horror adjacent comics like Jerry Conway's run on Carnage and the Ravencroft miniseries. Based on the covers and solicitations, he seems just to be relegated to the first issue, but his existence is not the issue here. I was 100% excited when I saw him on the cover of Blood Hunters issue 1, but that excitement was immediately dashed when I saw the name of the cover artist. Greg Land. For those who don't know, Greg Land is one of the most notorious tracers in the comic book industry. A tracer that even admits to using porn as a reference for art. At face value, using references is not an issue. Artists use references all the time. The problem is that he traces over the same references so often you'll see it in almost every panel or one set of characters. It's the evil version of same face syndrome because it's stealing a face to cut corners. In the 2000s, he started rendering his art in a way that comes off as more realistic. This makes the tracing much more egregious because it just looks like he drew over a piece of reference art wholesale. It's the artist's equivalent of the alternates in the Mandela catalog. On top of his art's copying and pasting style, the heavy use of references ruins the continuity from panel to panel. The best examples to show his tracing prowess are his stint in Ultimate Fantastic Four and the entirety of the miniseries Ultimate Power. Let's take a second to show the evidence. Greg Land ruins the hype of every project he touches. In 2020, he was called out for tracing Tristan Jones and Andy Braxton's Xenomorph art for the Alien Omnibus. He did the covers for the Spider-Gwen miniseries, which ruined any hype people had. And he even did some art for Predator vs. Wolverine, all met with a collective because why would you hire a tracer and use them in books that should have the best artist? Every time people see his name attached to something or are introduced to his art, people ask, well, why does Marvel continue to hire this guy? Unfortunately, the answer is that he cuts corners and gets their art done fast, so you can rely on him more often than not. It's an open secret that this guy traces, and I don't know who he knows over there, but to see his art on anything is such a deal breaker, or at best, a reason to lose interest in a project. To wrap up this segment, let's compare Greg Land to a great artist, Dan Mora. Dan Mora's art is so beautiful that it's almost like an event whenever someone sees their favorite character drawn in his style. Whenever people see their favorite character drawn by Greg Land, it produces a level of dread that not even H.P. Lovecraft can conjure up. Why does he look like that? Thanks for watching. If there are any topics you want me to cover in the next Thoughts to Chew On, let me know in the comments section below. And if you liked the video and want to see more, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I love my patrons, LeoCrid, RetroBoy, Hack13, Neosci, Burbsci, the channel with the freakishly long name, and Hachi for supporting the channel. And for $1 a month, your name will show up right here on top of early access to new videos. Love you guys, and shamalamoomoo.